So on the HIT project, we were helping people who were shielding to communicate with their friends and family. Now we're talking about people who do not have access to a computer or a smart device. What we did is we would provide them with a budget Android device to enable them to keep in contact with friends and family, to order shopping, and also to do the repeat prescriptions. And one of the questions we kept getting asking was, how secure is it? How safe am I going to be? So to tackle that, what we decided is that we were going to see whether Play Protect that comes built in with Android, how good that was. When we did some research, we decided that we wanted to go with a third-party antivirus. And to help you understand why we chose Bitdefender, we're going to look at av-test.org to find out what the results were. And I think you're going to be surprised when you see these yourself. And I'll provide a link to that site down below. So without further ado, let's have a look. Okay, so let's have a look at why I recommend having a third-party antivirus on your Android device. To do that, I'm going to go to av-test.org or av-test.org. Been around for about 15 years, a German organisation, and they test all different kind of antivirus products on different platforms. So we're interested in the Android tests, so let's go to tests, and you'll see that we got categories for home users and business users. Then we have Internet of Things, which is something entirely different. So we're interested in the home user at the moment. In this particular case, we're looking at Android. So here we can have a look at the latest test was done in January 2021. And there's a list of the vendors. So some of these are going to be familiar brand names, others not so. Let's have a quick look down here. Most of you will probably recognise AVG, McAfee and Norton. And that's just three of the most common ones out there. We're looking at Google Play Protect. Now if I move this up here so that we can have each column. In this column here, we have whether the product has been certified. In the next column, we have the protection, and it's a maximum score of 6 in each category. Then we have performance and then usability. So let's have a look at Google Play Protect. For protection, they scored 0 out of 6. For performance, they scored 6 out of 6. And for usability, 0 out of 6. So let's have a closer look at why Google Play Protect has done so badly. Now, A/B test is one of the places where the antivirus vendors go because they want this on their product when they sell it. They want to say that they've passed this test. Now we can see here Play Protect. This is for version 23.1 on the Android 8 platform. Protection against the latest Android malware attacks in real time. They've used a sample of just under 3,000 malware. The industry average based on that is 97.2%. Play Protect scored 61.6%. That's for protection. Detection of widespread Android malware discovered in the last 4 weeks. In other words, new threats. Over 3,000 samples were used. Industry average is 99% detection, with an 85.2% protection for Play Protect. Now you might think, well, that's reasonably high, 85%. But when you think that there's over 114 million types of malware out there, so for every percent that is not detected, you're talking about thousands, if not tens of thousands, of potential threats slipping through the net. Now you might think, if those figures, why even bother? Well, it's whether you look at it with the glass half full or half empty. Don't know about you, but I would want the maximum protection that I can afford. Down below this we have the performance. So this is how it affects you in real life. So it doesn't drain your battery. So this app does not impact on battery life. It does not slow your device down when in normal use, and it does not generate too much traffic. Now the traffic side of things, we're talking about your data allowance. So if you're somebody who's on perhaps a pay-as-you-go and you're on a £5 tariff, you're on very limited data allowance. So this is something that you want to look for as well. But the main thing we're looking at is the protection and detection rates. We look further down, we also got to take into consideration false positives. So how many times it's said that this genuine, legitimate app that is no threat at all has been targeted by the antivirus as being a potential threat. Industry average out of 2,500 samples is on Google Play Protect is 1 false positive. Google Play Protect themselves got 7 false positives. Now that might seem a lot, but actually that's quite low. So then we have false warnings during installations and usage of legitimate software from third-party app stores. Ideally, you shouldn't really be doing that, but the reason it's on there is because a lot of us tend to do that. False positives for that situation is 2 out of just over 1,000 samples. Play Protect had 24. Now we're talking serious amount of false positives. The features that only comes into play when you start talking about internet security suites with all the bells and whistles. We're just looking at protection. So let's have a look at that. 61.6%. That is not impressive. That's like tossing a coin in the air and calling heads. So with the HIT project, when we had beneficiaries who had no computer, no smart device, but because of the pandemic, they wanted to keep in contact with their friends and family, we would provide them with a device, a smart device, to help them to do that. One of the products that I recommended installing on there to help improve their safety online, because this was a major concern that most people had, was their safety. I recommended Bitdefender because of its simplicity of use. It's basically set and forget. And as you can see here, Bitdefender got 6 all the way across the board. It's AV test certified, and it's won that award year after year after year. And let's have a closer look at this. I'm not saying it's better than AVG or better than Kaspersky or Norton. All I'm saying is, for our particular use on a device that is a budget device, this was the best option for us. So version 3.3, again Android 8, there's all of them going to be on the same Android version. Protection. Remember, this is a sample of just under 3,000 samples that were used. For real-time protection, the industry average is 97.2. Bitdefender scored 100. Detection of widespread Android malware discovered in the last 4 weeks, so new threats. Again, just over 3,000 samples were used. Industry average is 99%. Bitdefender 100%. Battery life, it doesn't affect it. So that's the same as Play Protect. The app does not slow down the device. Again, fine, it's got the tick. The app does not generate too much traffic, so again, it's not going to eat up your data allowance. Usability. This is for the false positives. Here we can see 0. Play Protect had 7. False positives from third-party app stores. Again, 0. Play Protect had 24. Then we have these bells and whistles here, which you can also look at. But we're just concentrating on the protection. So we can begin to see that it's going to offer you much better protection by having one of these third parties on there. Now let's just choose another one for now. One of the most popular ones that you often see included with a free trial when you buy a computer in the store is McAfee. So again, 99.9% protection. And then down here for latest threats, 100% protection. So all of these will, that won the avtest.org award, have exceeded industry standards. So I hope you found this interesting. If you did, give us a thumbs up. If you liked the video, then please think about subscribing to our channel. And if you want to find out about more videos as we upload them, click on the notification icon bell. Thank you for watching.